Hey horror fans, ready to dive into a classic from the golden age of slashers? Let's talk about the 1980 flick Schizoid, a film that's a little off the beaten path but definitely worth checking out if you're into the creepier side of cinema. So, Schizoid stars Mariana Hill as Julie, an advice columnist who starts getting freaky letters that are way out of the advice column league. As the threats pile up, she turns to Dr. Peter Fales, a psychiatrist played by the ever-intense Klaus Kinski, who runs a therapy group that Julie joins. But here's where things get really twisted. Members of the group begin to drop like flies, murdered one by one. Everyone's a suspect, and you'll be biting your nails trying to figure out who's behind it all. The movie's got a real psychological twist, focusing on the mind games and suspense rather than just gore. And Klaus Kinski, the guy brings his A game, delivering a performance that's both eerie and utterly captivating. The rest of the cast does a bang-up job too. We've got Craig Wasson playing Doug, who's super close to Julie, and Donna Wilkes as Alison Fales, the doc's daughter caught up in the whole mess. What's cool about Schizoid is how it strays from typical slasher stuff. We're not dealing with supernatural killers, but diving deep into the characters' fractured psyches, making it a mind bend of a movie that sticks with you. Bet you didn't know this, but Schizoid was brought to us by Cannon Group. Yeah, those guys known for their 80s action hits. This was one of their early ventures into horror, way before they became the go-to for explosive, kick-ass cinema. The critics were all over the place on this one. Sure, some folks thought the story was a bit choppy, but give it a chance and you might just find yourself hooked by the sheer unpredictability and Kinski's chilling vibe. At the box office, the film was a hit, earning more than $4 million on a modest $350,000 budget. Despite flying under the radar, Schizoid has carved out its own little cult following, especially among those who appreciate the eerie, psychological side of horror. Oh, and heads up, you can stream Schizoid for free on the Tubi app, so why not make it your next creepy movie night pick? Give it a watch and see for yourself why it's a dark gem from the slasher era.